brush, let's paint together. With YeNDoR'S paint and chat, it's now or never. Meet a seasoned artist, date along, we'll chat, share and sing our song. Talk about projects, our strategy too. Self-care and recovery, we'll see it through. It's not the result, it's the process that counts. Get your therapy, create, let your joy mount. Stop by, unwind, expand the art community. Let's paint this on YeNDoR'S paint and chat in unity. Grab your brush, let's paint together. With YeNDoR'S paint and chat, it's now or never. Meet a seasoned artist, paint along, we'll chat, share and sing our song. Talk about projects, our strategy too. Self-care and recovery, we'll see it through. It's not the result, it's the process that counts. Get your therapy, create, let your joy mount. Stop by, unwind, expand the art community. Let's paint this on YeNDoR'S paint and chat in unity. Stop by, unwind, expand the art community. Let's paint this on YeNDoR'S paint and chat in unity.
There is a method behind my madness of why I'm wearing these funky glasses today, because I have CHRiS WaLTeR from the Hypnotex. He's on board with us today, and I just wanted to mention. Here he is. Here's a nice little look at him, as you saw. We are featuring not only painters in artistry, but musicians in artistry as well. And while we're going to be painting later, he's gonna give us a little bit of his own artistry with his music and what his process is. And I'm just really interested in hearing about how he got started. He's also featured in YeNDoR'S as well on Netflix. They are on season number 2. And and I'm going to have my co-host, Mr. Rick Vaughn, on board in just a moment. And I'll be taking off these glasses in just a second. I'm not going to leave these on the whole time. I don't know if I'll be able to handle I'll be painting in circles is what I'm going to end up doing. You know what I mean? So, I just wanted to say thank you for everyone out there who's gave us the support. And with this channel, we do have YeNDoR'S Paint and Chat on YouTube. So ideally, while you're listening and watching, you can end up painting your own project and having something somewhat entertaining in the background. You know what I mean? I'm very interested and on learning on what goes on in artists' minds, what their creative process is, and what got them started, including musicians as well. Folks, he's up in Washington area. He is.
Now an alcohol and drug counselor helping others survive.
I've got to run with his intro song. Love it.
On display, always in your corner, every single day. His laugh is contagious, his heart full of care, inspirational and kind, always willing to share. Welcome Rick Vaughn to YeNDoR'S Paint and Chat, a place where we can all come together and just relax with a brush in hand and a heart full of art. Let's create something beautiful straight from the heart.
Brush in hand, heart full of art.
I love it.
A heart full of art.
Let's create something beautiful straight from the heart.
Oh, create something beautiful straight from the heart, Mr. Rick Vaughn. Good to see you.
That's beautiful. I got to tell you, that was really beautiful intro. Thank you so much. That was beautiful, man.
I couldn't find your song.
I enjoyed listeing to it. I really did.
I checked out that band. You said it sounded like Catch a Fire, and I've been listening to them. Band based out of Hawaii. They were talking about.
That's right, local band in Hawaii. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. And who do we have with you? You have a friend.
This is my new dog, Orby. He was given to me by some neighbors in Taft. Actually, he's an old Taft dog. So I went ahead and took him, and so Orby's really bored right now because he has stitches on his tail and where he got neutered. So he's very bored right now.
Well,
and he wants to hang out on the phone.
Orby looks like he's a little needy right now, huh? He's all, give me comfort, give me comfort.
He's such a big dog. Half of his body is on the floor, half of it's on me right here.
It might be hard for you to paint today, man, huh?
Oh no, yeah. I want to paint.
So we have CHRiS WaLTeR, actually our
I know, isn't that exciting?
Alumni from Taft High, a classmate of ours from high school even.
I think that's fantastic.
He's gonna love me for this. What? There he is again. Oh, y'all cute.
Oh, he was. I remember him. Yeah, I remember him.
He's now in the Hypnotex, baby. How you like that? See,
he was just a quiet kid, nice kid.
Hence the glasses. What? That's my
Those
support.
quiet ones, they always get wild, don't they?
I know. He was
Later.
holding back all those years in school. You know what I mean?
It's true. It's true.
He is fully charged, folks. He's waiting in the lobby, and he's in. I don't even want to say he's in costume, but he is embraced the role of the mighty Sloan. Folks, this gives an intro. He's usually our intro man. We're gonna meet him an intro. Check it out. Here we go.
Hey, come on.
Welcome aboard, Chris WaLTeR, our musical genius.
Yes.
A rap dude from Lake Stevens, Washington, he's serious. Wildcat class of '92, an introvert at his core. But on stage, he's a beast, leaving the crowd wanting more. Rockabilly style, slick like a stray cat. Sparred with Les Clark in left field, he held his bat. Mighty Sloan, voice of Bad Wars on Amazon. His skill and voice divine and never gone. Lead singer of the Hypnotex, with a son by side. Guardian of sound, they'll take you on a wild ride. Coming into your living room with the mighty Sloan, CHRiS WaLTeR.
Mighty Royal Sloan.
I had to have fun putting a little AI song together for you. It was the best, dude. Having fun with it. See my support link. We matched,
dude.
Yeah.
You guys, where did you get those glasses?
Rick wants some too.
CHRiS, of course.
Wait, here. How's that?
Oh, there you go. There you go. I see it. That's funny.
And now we can see again.
I'm from Taft. I'm self-entertaining.
I actually put different lenses in mine. They're clear so I can see better on stage.
Yeah, that's what I probably should try to do.
Yeah.
I usually don't
So this is what I'm painting.
Nice.
You know,
Cool.
pumpkins are crazy because it's Halloween and it's also Thanksgiving. You know what I mean?
I
Yes,
sure do.
Then you put a little Santa hat on it, and then you can, transition right into Christmas.
Hey, that's a beautiful idea.
A little Santa hat on there, How you doing, CHRiS WaLTeR? Stoked to have you on board. And I didn't want to just have it for painters because, anyone in the artistry and listening to what their process is and how they got started and what goes on through the mind. It's not about, as we say, and we've been saying on painting, it's not just the finished project. You know what I mean? It's not the aha, we're done. It's the process. That's the mental health.
It's true. It's real medicine.
I mean, it's a medicine for the mind. You know what I mean? And emotions, and they kind of
Medicine for the soul, dude.
yeah. So
It is.
So I was curious. I didn't realize you played music in school. Or when did it start for you? When did you start playing, man? When did you just have your own self discovery?
Well, my dad started teaching me oldies. That's kind of where we started. That was like me and my dad
It's a
never really
good
got
dad.
along, but we had the one thing in common was we liked the oldies music, and he started teaching me how to play that stuff. And then around, I don't know, 13, 14, I was in a band in junior high school called Preliminary View. It was like a Depeche Mode covered band. And then from there, I started playing in punk bands. And yeah, it's, the oldies and punk music, it's basically the same thing. So it transitioned perfectly.
It's true.
Playing
Well,
oldies and playing punk, And
we don't think of it that way until you kind of like listen to them side by side. And
yeah, I mean, they have the same patterns. They have that kind of thing. The only difference is with rockabilly, you have the shuffle, and with punk, you don't. It's the same.
Yeah.
Same.
It's just
pattern.
switching up the tempo.
That's right.
And then Rick Vaughn, you played the horn, right? Didn't you play horn?
Yeah, I remember you playing the trumpet in high school.
Or was it
I
trumpet?
did. I love playing that. I absolutely loved being in band. I loved everything about it. Had a blast doing it. And I did it for about 11 years after school, but I kind of got away from it when I joined the Navy and everything.
You were really good from what I remember.
Even though the band, I should have just went to do the band in the military. It would have been fun, but I went medical for some reason. I don't know why, but I did.
Wow. So tell me about this, CHRiS. What's going on with this?
I love that. That's wild. I love it.
That was our last
right?
show. Yeah, that was our last show. It was very interesting. We went into this place. There were some big bands playing there, and they didn't have a stage or anything. They had to take apart a booth, and that became the stage. And it was a fun show. It was a very
I love it.
Yeah, DIY floor.
I bet it was great.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah, I love those kind of shows that you don't know what to expect. And I have a wireless hookup for our bass player, so he's always out in the crowd anyway. Even with our big shows, he's out there playing with everybody. Yeah,
and you're still playing. This is your son, right?
Yeah, that's my.
I like the transition because it used to be it, but then he transitioned with age, and now he's here.
Yeah.
Great, dude. I love it. Love it all.
The updated
he's the best bass player because I'm a little different. Like, I have a substitute bass player that's very musical and very county, and everything's counting, and I play more by feel. And I'm like, that's not rock and roll. That's math. You're counting. So I play by how I feel, and my kid picks it up, and he knows, like, sometimes I take a little longer on a thing, and he'll hang on the bass line a little bit longer till I get to it.
So was it like a Brad Noel thing to where you played in his infancy, and then he just kind of started to get an ear for it? Like, you know what I mean? When did he get started?
Oh, that kid. So I think it might have something to do with his Tourette's. He has Tourette's syndrome, and he's like hyper focused on everything. Like, everything is just so when he picks up anything in like 30 minutes, he's got a good song out of it. Like, he can play just about anything.
Wow.
So
wow.
He's always
great.
How did he get involved with it in the beginning though? Did you give him a little baby ukulele or something in his crib?
We had this thing. I don't remember what it was called, but it was like a little drum thing, and it had these cubes in it, and you put these different cubes in, and it would make different noises when you push them. And he was coming up with all these cool rhythm section things. They would have drum beats and rhythm, and he would arrange these cubes to make these great things. And
how old was he?
Like 2, 3. Like, it was really good stuff. And
orchestrating.
Yeah, so
orchestrating.
I got him one of those little tiny children guitars, the little Squire Strat looking thing, and got him started giving him lessons from
He
there.
probably picked up on it because when you were on stage pregnant playing, he probably picked up the vibes. You know what I'm
When I
saying?
was on stage pregnant, yeah.
Yeah, he probably picked up the
Wow.
Yes,
music
he heard
vibes,
it in
you
my
know?
womb.
Yeah. You guys, y'all didn't know, huh?
Right, because the alien thing, the men have the babies.
Yeah, that was what I was going to ask you. How did you transition into using the theme of outer space? Because that's
Um,
actually pretty brilliant of you to.
All right, so I've been in a lot of bands, and they always have problems, trying to get everyone together for rehearsals and then actually doing the show. You book a show, and inevitably somebody can't make it. So I was working on trying to make a solo show just by myself, make it fun, and
How
I wanted
fun. How
I wanted
exciting.
some kind of a theme, and I was thinking, what can I do for it? And unfortunately, in my quest for a good solo show, I found this really cool drum that I play with my feet, but then I was stuck to this chair. So I ended up having to bring in members to do movement on the stage, right? So I brought in my kid as a bass player. And my other kid, he was in the Sylvan learning, so the tutor thing, like after school tutoring. And if he did a good job, he would get a prize. And one day he came home with these googly eye glasses, and I was like, "That's it. We're gonna wear these big googly eye glasses." And
I
be
love that.
aliens.
That's a great
Yeah.
story.
And then as we're putting this thing together, I ran across those spiral glasses, and we switched to the spiral glasses and came up with the whole story of the hypnotext coming from planet ZR3 and all that stuff.
Oh,
Using our hypno ray to save the world from inevitable
Hypno Ray. I
extinction.
never heard that. Heard you say that one. I like
That's
that.
our goggles. They're the hypno ray.
Oh,
I love it, dude. I love it, man.
goggles, didn't realize it. Is that what you're saying? Wow.
Yes, you have hypno goggles, and you didn't even know. You don't know their power.
I didn't know that. So so you're playing music and you were in bands, and what transitioned you into this guy? I was kind of curious on what's going on with the stand-up. So you ended up doing stand-up, or was it like, you know what? Did you go to a show and said, you know what, I might have to get my outlet there too? Or how did that go down?
So for my day job, I was driving trucks. I drive trucks for my day job. And I used to do theater. I was big on theater.
You mean like one of these trucks?
Yeah, one of those.
I saw this on your page. I had to pull it up. No
That's
matter
cool.
how tough you are as a trucker,
That's beautiful, dude.
pumps his arm. You gotta honk that air horn.
Yeah, I drive those. Lately, I've been driving all of Montana, and it's starting to get real cold, and it sucks. But you got to do what you got to do. But yeah, I was doing a lot of theater, and when I started doing trucking, I needed. I wasn't around for rehearsals and stuff, so because I'd be gone for weeks at a time, so I needed some kind of outlet to get on stage, and the next step was comedy. So I did that way. I could practice that in the truck and then hit whatever stage. It was kind of like I was on tour when I was doing long haul. Wherever I ended up, I found an open mic or something to get on there and
Cool.
Have you been doing any stand up currently, or are you just busy with a lot of?
Well, it's been the last stand up show I did was in August, and that was one that I put together just because I wanted to see how I could, like, how messed up I am if I could do it. Because I had a stroke a while back, and I'm functional, I'm fine, but it really scrambled my brain, and I forget. Like, I'll be on stage and the words just leave my head, and with music, it's okay because I can keep playing until I reboot and go, okay, I know where I'm at,
you have it turn around again until
but if I'm just on stage with a microphone and the words go away, I don't want to have that kind of panic.
I could understand that.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's so weird, like words that, like, simple things. Like last week I was looking at the table and I was like, what the hell even is that? I know what it does, I know what it is,
but you know
I
what,
didn't know the word for it. It just left.
Yeah,
maybe that's the very thing that makes your music experience special.
it's different every time. I can tell you. Every
You
time
got to
on stage, it's an
improvise.
adventure. Yeah.
Do you have like
But
I've
it
seen
may, you never know. You never know how people hit. Will take it, you know.
Mhm.
I've seen the lead singers or heard of them doing this whenever they have one of their fans in the front row that know all the songs. You know, you always have at least one or quite a few up there that they're just singing right along with you. You're like, oh crap, what was the next line? You just shove the microphone in their face,
Yeah.
have them handle the next line. They go, oh yeah, that's what it was. All right, and then you go back to singing. It's a
That
little
would be nice
crafty
to
way,
do that,
you know.
yeah. But in my problem, I'm stuck to that chair playing the drums, so I'm just kind of stuck there. So,
Oh, that's so
but
funny.
it's fun how it is. I think, you know, we have this one song. It's a sing along. It's called "We All Live on a Giant Cock," and it's
What?
yeah. I have video footage of all these. The world, the globe looks like a big penis, and
I don't want to ask you, but what
it's
inspired
art.
you to go down that road? What was your inspiration there, Chris? What was
I just, so the flat Earth thing was going on a few years ago. There were all these flat Earth people, and
Yes, I
I
remember.
personally think there's no way it can be flat because we all know it's hollow. So I'm a hollow Earth guy, and I was looking at why do these flat Earth guys think that, and
yeah.
I was looking into that, digging into it, and I get it. I see why they say what they say. But then I thought, it'd be funny to have this debate and be like, you're all wrong. It's really shaped like a cock.
It's
Yeah.
the creative mastermind. So tell me about what you're gonna play
That
with.
is hilarious, dude.
What's your first little jam you're gonna do? And then me and Rick are gonna go ahead and paint a little while you're playing, and then we'll intermittently chat in between songs and whatever you feel like you're wanting to perform, Mr. Sloan.
All right. You want me to do a couple because my songs are a little short?
Yeah,
Or
I'll
just
do that.
one?
And
Just do your thing, man. Just do it.
My format, I'm still a 50s music guy, and that's what I like. So my songs are always formatted that way, and they're a little bit shorter usually. I don't like the nonsense. I don't do repetitive stuff.
Well, you know what?
Anyway.
Out of all the song people there are, you're the one that showed up, so you get it.
Well, hey, we're gonna go and mute ourselves as you do your thing, and we're gonna paint while you play, and then we'll chat with you once you wrap up. Sound good? You get the floor. You get the floor, Mr. Mighty Sloan, Chris WaLTeR. Do your thing, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris WaLTeR.
Thank you. This song is from the Hypnotex. It is called "I Fly a Rocket." It's one of my favorites, and I'll tell you why. Well, she said, you don't drive, you ain't gonna get too far. You don't drive, you ain't gonna get too far. Oh, baby, I fly a rocket, I don't need no car. When I take you to the moon and back, you won't complain about the stuff I like. Yeah, I fly a rocket, I don't need no car. Come on, pretty baby, let's have a date on Mars. I see you drive a Cadillac. Can't won't save you from a space attack. You know I fly a rocket. I don't need no car. Come on, little baby, let's have a date on Mars. I'll take you through the
Yes. So you don't need no car. So you don't have a car. You just got to rock it.
Yeah. So
That was fun. I was enjoying that.
That was awesome. I felt like I was gonna start getting up and start,
It was fun. I
dancing
liked it.
style,
I wanted a classic 50 style song that had the whole double entendre thing in place. So,
Yeah.
I liked it.
I think I hit the mark with doing a classic 50s thing with that one. So
Yeah.
Faux show.
That one is definitely one of my top favorite songs that you do, man.
Love it, dude.
How can you not put a smile on your face and listen to that at the same time? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, before Rodney was like, "Hey, we want you to do
I
some
felt
songs."
like
You don't say. Yeah, Rodney wanted me to do some songs that had some meaning to it, and I was like, I don't write songs.
there were moments where it felt like I was like it was Back to the Future, and then there was moments where it was like The
that's
Cure.
right.
I heard like The Cure, and then I heard like the rockabilly thing. I kept hearing really cool stuff going on all over the place. I loved it. I
know.
Oh,
He has that.
Yeah, it was definitely rocking, dude, for sure. I loved it.
Yeah, you had that little bit of
Yeah.
trying to be good thing going on in the background with the, like you said, the Back to the Future
It
thing.
make it like if you can't sit still. If you sit still during this guy's music, there's something wrong with your soul.
I know it's like one of those
Because
songs.
it's like you can't help it. You just can't help it. You're just like you can't help it.
I was gonna say it feels like you're gonna start kind of like bobbing your head a little bit, and then
I've been doing it the whole time. I haven't even started painting
but
yet because I've been like
if you're-
jamming out.
If you're out the at your venue, then you start like, okay, which girl can just grab their hand and start dancing? You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's grab the girl and start dancing kind of music.
I know. See, like I can't handle it. I got to grab someone.
Well, it's fun because you obviously are having fun doing the music, and that makes it fun to enjoy it too.
But by the way, guys, I am trying to.
I like it.
I'm going to try to paint this guy. Can you see it very well?
Yeah.
That's my goal. Yeah. And I'm going to paint it on this round. I haven't done a round in a long time, so just thought I'd mention what I'm actually trying to paint, and I'll show you guys once I'm done.
Okay. All right.
I was curious, Chris, what was your first hit that you produced and said, you know what, I got to show someone and see what they think, like your first recording? You know what I mean? Like my first painting, and I showed somebody, you know?
Yeah, I don't know if I still remember how to play it. I mean, I remember how to play it. I'm not sure if I remember the lyrics for it. It was all right. So I wrote this song, and I had nothing. I didn't know what to do with it. And I had a friend who was in a show in New York called Women in Rock. It was like a weekly radio show. And every week they would come on with a new song. But writing a new song every week is kind of difficult. So they started seeking help from their friends. And I wrote this song that was kind of a bluesy type thing. And she asked me if I had any kind of anything. Because I was before I wrote my own stuff, I would play guitar in bands and sing. But I always sing other people's stuff. I never did my own stuff.
Covers, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, the other members of the band would write the stuff and show me how to play it. Yeah, but yeah, she wanted this song, and I recorded it for her, and she loved it, but it was in the wrong key, so I recorded it like 5 different times in 5 different keys, and in the end, she couldn't sing it, so she ended up playing my master copy that I sent her, and I became the first male to be featured on Women in Rock. It just because they played me on there. Yeah, so then I had this song I didn't know what to do with, so I put it in a songwriting contest. It was like a guitar center contest, and if you won, you got a recording contract and got to go on tour with, I think it was Kenny Chesney or something like that. It was a country. And I got like 103rd place, but I was like, well, that's not that great. But then I thought, well, this is all of United States and Canada, and I got 103rd. That's not so bad, I
That's not
guess.
bad.
Yeah, so that was my first one, if I remember it.
That was out of a lot of people, though, at the same time, you know?
I would guess. It was a 50s format. It was like
You know, out of 20,000 people, you know?
and so that was the progression for it.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
It's very like swingy love.
Yeah,
Swingy,
it was
lovey
very
50s. I
bluesy.
love that.
It was like
It's like a fountain of swingy love. It's like, it's beautiful.
Fountain of swingy
like,
love. That sounds like
Right? It's what's like, it falls over itself like a fountain.
Inside, rain is falling since my baby gone and left me all alone. I don't want to go outside. I don't want to soak in blue skies till my baby comes back home to me. I can't remember the chords I did for that part. That was the song.
Oh, that's great, though, dude.
Yeah.
That's a heartbreaker.
Yes, it was. I don't have love songs. I only have heartbreak songs.
That's a definitely a heartbreaker.
That's when you feel compelled to write songs is usually out of your own pain of going through heartbreak, you know?
That's
true.
The hard thing about being a single parent when you start dating and stuff and you have kids and then you get your heart broken and you don't want to show that you're just defeated inside in front of your kids. So you have to like suck it up and keep going, you know?
That's beautiful, man.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. No, I'm so stoked to have you on board, man. And I would just think I have a lot of painters that are on kind of the shelf saying, well, I'm going to go on to do your paint and chat, but I'm not able to until after the holidays or something's coming up. And I was like, you know what? Getting into playing guitar with lessons, you know what I mean? Which we need to hook up here soon too, Chris. It'd be kind of fun to kind of play around with you as well. But I just recognize, I go, you know what? A musician is an artist as well. Why don't we have a musician maybe playing while we're painting and still have that engagement? You know what I mean? Why paint yourself in the corner, Rick Vaughn? You know what I mean? See?
Amen. Amen.
Corner.
I agree.
Brilliant.
Well, I think like, oh, sorry. Go ahead, bud.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
I just think like music, like art is just a higher form of communication. It's like there aren't words for things that we feel, but you know it when you hear it or you know it when you see it. And I think music is just like, it's just painting with sound, you know, like it goes good together.
Painting with sound. See?
It's important, right? Like sound organized in time, right? That's all painting is. You're just organizing it on the canvas. That's it.
All forms
it's the same thing.
All forms of expression, you know what I mean?
Because you know what? When someone sees it, it speaks differently to each person.
Right.
Just will. Because it's from the heart. Your music's from the heart. There's not one part of me that doubts that about Chris WaLTeR's music. It is from the heart.
My wife is needing my assistance as the caregiver that I am. If you want to go ahead and play another jam for us, Chris, I'm gonna have to bounce just for a quick moment and allow you guys to kind of chat a second while I go check on her.
There you go. Okay,
sure.
You can do that.
But do you think? And I'll be right back. Hold the fort down for me there, Rick Von Go. If you at home didn't notice, Von
You're
Go.
good.
This Von Go. Perfect.
All right,
You're good, man.
I'll be right back. You guys do your thing. I'll come right back into
we'll
checking
stay
on
here. Sounds good.
All right.
Yeah.
You're totally good, brother.
Good. And by the way,
you're in good hands. You're in good hands, Chris.
Good. All right, this is. I had a pedal. I got this voice pedal, and it had this one setting on it that
Oh
just
no.
it inspired this song. It's called "It Came from the Deep." It came
Okay.
from the deep. In shadows, it creeps. It'll haunt you in your sleep. It'll make your mama weep. Look out, it wants to eat. It came from the deep. We were walking from the sci-fi show. The sky was red, it began to glow. From above the lake, burning bright. They burst a creature with an appetite. Well, it'll leave you dying in a bloody heap. It came from the deep. It started creeping into town, you know. Covered in mud from its head to its toes. Oh, the smell of death in the air. We had to kill this thing, no time to spare. Well, it'll turn you into bones before you make a peep. It came from the deep. Lock all your doors and close your blinds. You'll never make it out alive. So hungry. You can't stop me. Just try me. We hit it twice with the hypno-ray. It didn't work because it had no brains, just a mindless being in what it can. We tried to stop it, but we had no plan. Well, it ate its fill, now it's on the retreat. It came from the deep. There you go.
That was phenomenal, man.
Well, there you go. There you go.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot.
Sci-fi monster feel. So with the Hypnotech shows, everything, all my songs are sci-fi or vintage horror. So within the show, we have people dressed like monsters that go out into the crowd, and that's one of the songs that does that. It's like a fish.
Fun.
Have another one called Astro Zombies, where we have a melted face zombie guy running around out in the crowd.
How fun.
And they got stickers and things. You're not that far from us. You should come to a show sometime.
I should. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, there's no doubt about it. And there's no reason why I can't.
I have a tour coming up.
There's no reason why I can't.
That's right. Well, the tour is going to be playing in Portland. That's kind of closer to you.
That's very close. That's just a couple hours up the road. Yeah.
And we got Portland and Eugene, but Portland will be closer for you.
That's all good. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's my other show, the Mighty Royal Sloan. That's my solo show.
Love it, dude.
The first tour with that. There I am, the Mighty Royal Sloan.
That's great, man. Look at that.
Rod is back.
I mean, look at you, Chris. You're killing it. Killing it. Killing it.
Doing what I
Killing
can.
it. We're gonna I'm gonna put the link into the chat, and for those who want to continue and maybe join us to paint and chat, that more than welcome. I need to go and help the wife in just a quick moment to start her day. You know, this daylight savings thing kind of threw me, because she ended up getting up an hour before that because she had an hour you know, when you fall back, you gain an hour. You know what I mean? And you're like, you have an
Right.
extra
So
hour.
they say. So they say.
So her,
But I
her
heard it. I heard it described by a Native American once, and it's just hilarious. But it said only only the white man would chop off the top of a blanket, sew it to the bottom of the blanket, and thinks he has more blanket.
That makes sense. Yeah.
that's a good point. I think you have.
And I just laughed. I thought that was awesome.
I was thinking that she was just still going to get up and around about 1 o'clock. Her circadian clock is kind of sideways to where she can't get to sleep until the wee hours in the morning. She's very nocturnal. You know what I mean? And so
Yeah, of course.
she usually gets up. Well, which means that she gets up at 12 now instead of the 1. So
Whatever she needs to do.
I know. Well, I'll tell you what, dudes. Chris WaLTeR, you want to play maybe one last jam for us, and then we're going to transition into more of a private chat. We'll stay on board, but I need to go down and help assist. But you know, it would be kind of great though. Here, I was going to say, Chris, as if hypothetically, this is my creative-sided mind thinking. If we have, or when we have another painter artist on board, right? If you'd like to come back and do a little bit of playing for us while we're all painting once again, say, well, now that we're going to start painting, we have our sound man, Chris WaLTeR, musician. If you're wanting to play in the background, and then we can chat with you after you're done. You know,
Yeah.
initially I would interview the artist and then bring you on board as we're painting, and then wrap it up towards the end and kind of check in on you. See?
Sounds good. Yeah.
And so this little episode, we get to showcase the Chris WaLTeR exclusive while we paint.
So fun.
Body
Yeah.
glove, the
Great
paint
time.
together. Listen to Chris WaLTeR. It's now or never. Huh. We're just expanding the art community. So go ahead and play us out, Chris, and then we'll close it out. And I'm gonna shut her down, but I'll keep it alive for the private PaiNT chat. I'm gonna go help the wife downstairs. Sound good?
All right.
Yeah, of course. Of
All right.
course.
Do your
Yeah.
thing. Much
All
love
right.
to you, man.
Go. This is from my other show, The Mighty Royal Sloan. It's my one-man band show. It's still rockabilly stuff, but hey, it's called Turning Out the Light. It's about doing it.
Whatever. Whatever.
4 to 4. Walked right in and she locked the door. Well, I'm turning out the light. I'll turn out the light. I'll turn out the light so I can't see the light. But yeah, it's one of those two on the land. But don't you know, stop the light, stand. I'll turn out the light. I'll turn out the light. I'll turn out the light so I can't see the light. Yeah. Illustrations on what to do. I got nothing to compare them to, but I'm turning on the light. I'll turn on the light. I'll turn on the light. I'll never get it right. Go.
Love it. Yes. Love it.